Lucky me, I stopped by Papaw Odell's in Cleveland, Tennessee on the day of a new guitar shipment. So in this video, Drew and I are going to take a look at two great sounding guitars from Bourgeois.
You can tell it's going to be a good one. You start putting tension on it.
How's the neck feel?
It's like a soft V, just very, very comfortable.
First official G-Rod. OM body style. This is spruce top, right, Drew? Is it spruce top? Sitka spruce top and rosewood back and sides. Very good sound. The neck that Drew was just mentioning, it kind of reminds me of the Gallagher, right? Like it's similar to a lot of the Gallaghers. And I mentioned the Recording King that I talk about all the time on the channel also has a V-neck, but this is not the same feel. This is a bit more round. It's not as like a sharp V, if you will. But yeah, it's really comfortable and it just feels extremely solid. But let's pull out the dreadnought and see how that one sounds. How's the neck on that one?
Well, it feels, it reminds me of this mark right here.
Now this is that 59.
This is a 59. Yeah. It's a vintage Martin neck. Feel it.
When you're playing bluegrass and probably other styles of music too, how the neck fits your hand and the way that you can adjust your hand, it sounds like that might not impact your playing, but it really does. It does have a subtle impact just on the way it feels to play, how comfortable it is to play for a long time. And so these are elements to consider. But yeah, this is an ancient Martin here, and it has that sort of, I'm calling it a shallow rounded V-neck. And if you look at guitar specs, there are a spectrum when it comes to these V-neck guitars. Some are more rounded or like beveled, if you will, but it's hard to describe, but definitely make a difference. Let's look at this dreadnought Bourgeois and see how it sounds.
Compare it. The neck feels almost exactly the same, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
No, it does. Like you can almost feel the wear on that one. Like it obviously feels like a new neck. It's, you know, pristine, but yeah, they feel very, very similar. This is definitely a heavier guitar than the OM model. We've got Sitka spruce top again, I'm pretty sure. And then this is also Indian rosewood. A good telltale sign if you're looking at guitars in the shop and you're wondering if they're mahogany or rosewood, especially when they have this, the dreadnought style body, is you'll have the herringbone oftentimes on the rosewood guitar, and then the mahogany is usually more of a blank canvas. Don't forget, folks, if you're around East Tennessee, around Cleveland, Tennessee more specifically, stop by Papaw Odell's. It's a great shop, and I almost lost my hat in the lake the other day, so I'm gonna pick out a new one here. So check it out. There's a link down below in the description. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Remember, bluegrass guitar is really not as difficult as what you might think watching videos here on the internet. Inside of my beginner-friendly bluegrass course, Flatpick Foundations, I go nice and slow, over 100 lessons and growing, and it's made for everyday players to finally start to learn how to play this amazing style of music. So check that out down in the description, and right underneath the video, check out some merchandise. I get these t-shirts actually printed and I package up and I send out every single one of them. I'll include some stickers in your order. And I also sell from my shop page capos, which I have here with me. They're the capo that I use most often. And so it's a great way to A, make yourself look really cool, help your playing out, because in bluegrass music you do have to have a capo. It's kind of a non-negotiable. And also it helps me here and on my mission of spreading this music out to a larger audience. I'm really trying to chip away on our collective addiction to our devices while promoting acoustic music and really trying to keep this art form and the bluegrass culture alive and well. That's really what I'm trying to do here on the channel. So tons of folks inside of my paid course learning along with me. And if you know one in there, this really helps support the channel. So like and subscribe, share this video. It really, really helps support. And I appreciate everybody that supports in any way, shape, or form, really. I can't tell you how much I enjoy doing this. And it's all made possible by you folks watching at home. So thanks again. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.